Okay, this is the third video in the series on dealing with indices. These particular questions are a little bit tricky. They're usually valued at a couple of marks. I'm going to cover all these three questions on this particular video. So the first one is, we've got 64 to the power of 2/3. Well, the way I'm going to look at that is I'm going to rewrite that, and I'm going to say I can actually change that to 64 to the power of 1/3 squared, because 2 times 1/3 is the same as saying 2/3. Okay, well, with my the laws of indices, which I know, I also know that 64 to the power of 1/3 is the same as saying the third root of 64 squared. Well, the third root of 64 is actually 4, because 4 times 4 times 4 is 64, so that will simplify then to 4 squared, which is then going to be 16. Okay, I hope you're able to follow that. The final example on this particular video might also help a little bit, and there are further examples in the playlist as well. Okay, as I mentioned a minute ago, 64 to the third is the same as saying the third root of 64. Well, to the power of 1/2 it means a square root. Okay, so I can rewrite that as just simply the square root of 36, and that's going to be 6. Alright, and then on to the final one. Now the final one is a little bit trickier because it's actually a reciprocal. If you've had a look at the other videos, then you'll be able to see that with a reciprocal we write that as 1/. So again, I'm going to use the same principle as I did in the first question, whereas I'm going to say that I'm going to split this up to 8 to the power of 1/3 squared, because again, I hope you can see this on the video, but 2 times 1/3 is exactly the same as saying 2/3, and it's a negative, so I'm going to make it a reciprocal. Okay, well, 8 to the power of 1/3 is exactly the same as saying the cube root of 8. Okay, and better put that as 1/. Okay, and that's going to be squared. Okay, well, the cube root of 8 is 2, so I could write that as, I hope you can see this okay, as, put it over here, so 1/2 squared, which equals 1/4. So the cube root of 8 is 2, and I'm going to square that. There's my square sign here, so 2 squared is going to be 1/4. I hope that's okay for you. These particular questions are a little bit trickier. They do require a little bit more working out, but there are a number of other videos that I'm going to be adding onto this playlist, and you'll be able to have a look at some further examples. And I look forward to seeing you inside the next video.